It's that time again where Yui makes a new deck because he has nothing better to do. Hey everyone, Yui here with another deck profile update. Not update, deck profile of sorts. And I made another deck, this time deconstructed the Mono Garganoid, and this ended up a second fusion deck. So let's take a look at the cores first, just because that's how we do it. Got one Red Fist, 250B 3 damage, one Green Fist plus 100B, Aquas and Ventus get plus 3 damage. Another Green Fist, same thing but with Chaos and Ventus, 3 damage. Magic Shield, Fusion plus 800, Magic Shield 650, and Helix 600 minus 3. Okay, let's get into the character cards. Or character cards and Bakugan, I guess. Got Ventus, Base, Drago, Treacherous, Magic Shield, Flame Fist, 600B, 2 damage, 10 to fuse. Then when you do fuse, Drago Tret, 2000B, and 15 damage. There's that. Okay, and then Base Chaos, Pegatrix Skeletor, Magic Shield, Green Fist, 400B, 4 damage, 1 diffuse. Then Chaos Pyrus, Pegagilla, 600B, 6 damage. And of course, Ventus Chaos. And then wait. Come on, there we go. There's the Pegagilla. And we got Base Aquas, Drago Tret, 600B, 2 damage, 4 to fuse, Green Fist Helix. And when you fuse, Drago Tret, Aquas Ventus, 1000B, 6 damage, and you get Frost Strike. And there's the Aquas Ventus, Drago Tret. Now moving on to the deck itself. Do all of the Ventus cards first. Hero-wise, we got China Riot, 3 energy cost. When you open a Bakugan, you may energize a card from your hand uncharged. Good for getting that energy ramp for the Ventus Drago Tret. We got A, 3 energy cost. Opposing Bakugan have -1 damage. 2 copies of Solar Powered. 3 energy costs. Energize this uncharged, you may re-roll your Bakugan. 2 copies of Tangle Vines. 4 energy costs, -800B to the opposing Bakugan, and you may re-roll your Bakugan. Try to straight up this pile and it just gets messy. 2 copies of Deafening Roar. 3 energy costs, -600B. Trucks just roaring at the moon. 1 copy of Vicious Defense. 3 energy costs, -200B and 6 damage. 1 copy of G-Force Drop. 1 energy cost, -300B and Scan. And again, Scan is look at the top card of your deck and you can choose to leave it there or put it at the bottom of your deck. 2 copies of Ventu Chandler. 10 energy costs plus 1000B and plus 10 damage. I would leave this out, but again, praying for that good energy ramp with a lot of these cards. Got Baku Mortar, 5 energy cost, Shadow Strike, 300B plus 6 damage. And then 1 copy of Nature Assimilation. 5 energy cost, stop an attack and energize this uncharged. Good for that energy. Next up is going to be the Aquas cards. We got one copy of Shun Kazami, Tomato. 3 energy cost. When you open a Bakugan, you may draw a card. One copy of Sophie Judson Warfield, still a ridiculous name. 3 energy costs. When you play this, draw 2. After a team attack, you may return this to your hand. 2 copies of Blinding Ink. 2 energy costs. Negate an action card that costs 3 or less. 3 energy or less. I thought of putting Absorb in here, but it's like, for just the purpose of negating, Blinding Ink was better. 2 copies of Deep Dive. 1 energy cost. Draw a card and you may reroll your Bakugan. 2 copies of Dark Waters. 1 energy cost. Plus 200B and you may reroll your Bakugan. I feel like so many rerolls in here, but it's worth it. 2 copies of Flip Strike. 3 energy cost plus 700B. 1 copy of Aquas Splash. 5 energy cost plus 12,000 B. And 1 copy of Burying Blow. 5 energy costs plus 1200 B. Both of those in Hex. Don't think I missed any hexes of the Ventus. Oh yeah, the Blinding Ink is promo hex from the Aquas faction bundle. Nope, I did not miss any other hexes. Cool. Okay, now for the Chaos cards. Got 1 copy of Shargo Ronin. 1 energy cost. When you open a Bakugan, it gets plus 100B. 2 copies of Energy Draw. 2 energy costs plus 500B. 1 copy of Heyo Slashers. 4 energy costs plus 1 Frost Strike and plus 400B. And then 2 copies of Halt Outsiders. 3 energy costs. Stop non-chaos. Okay, now on to the dual factions. First, the Ventus Chaos dual faction cards. Strategic Smash, 2 copies of that. 2 energy cost plus 400B. If the opposing player plays a flip card this turn, return this to your hand. Which, I mean, if you manage to win the brawl, of course they're going to probably play a flip. Okay, 1 copy of Aerial Quake, 3 energy cost minus 800B. Trifecta, if your Bakugan have 3 or more Baku cores attached to them, draw 1. And 1 copy of Fusion Shield, 3 energy cost. Stop non-Ventus, non-Chaos. Trifecta, if you have 3 or more Baku cores attached to your Bakugan, you may play this for free. And now for the Aquas Ventus dual factions. Got 1 copy of Deep Vines, 3 energy cost, minus 400B. Boost if you have 7 or more energy cards in play, minus 8 damage. 1 copy of Baku Fuser, 4 energy costs plus 1000B. And then rounding out the deck, last 2 cards, 2 copies of Under and Over, 2 energy cost, stop non-Aquas and non-Ventus. So yeah, there's that deck. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I do have a Bakugan video playlist, so if you missed any video, you can check it out there. And that's pretty much it. So check out the links in the description below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!